Today I want to talk a little bit about ugly art in the Catholic Church. Now I'm going to just talk about art from two specific places, and maybe I'll add more, maybe I'll do a follow-up video at some point. But the first place I'm going to take a look at is the Liverpool Cathedral in Liverpool, England. And if you are a fan of Lord of the Rings, you may think this looks familiar. Now I found a picture, and I think it's called the Black Gate of Mordor. And for those of you who are not familiar with Lord of the Rings, Mordor is the evil place. And it seems like this cathedral follows the same idea. If you look inside, there's some LED lights. It looks more like a concert venue than an actual Catholic church. And if you look at the Station of the Cross, I'm going to go through some of these. They look absolutely evil. This one in particular, it looks like Simon of Cyrene is helping Jesus to carry his cross. Simon's pants are falling off. I don't know if that's appropriate for a Catholic church, but then again we had the Pachamama statue at the Amazon Synod of a naked pregnant woman, so I don't know, it seems like anything goes at this point. Next I'm going to move to Pope Francis. He has had some ugly monstrances, as evidenced in some of these photos. This one's from 2017 in Fatima. And then in World Youth Day, I'll show you a bunch of different angles of this monstrance. I believe this is supposed to be the Virgin Mary, but as you can see, it looks like it could be interpreted as rather blasphemous. Next, I'm going to move on to Pope Paul VI Audience Hall in Vatican City. From the outside, you can see it sort of looks like a specific animal. I'm going to let you guess what it looks like. And then when we go inside, you can see the animal that looks the same. And of course, I'm going to spoil it. The animal in question is a serpent. It looks like a serpent from the outside and the inside. I mean, I think you would be able to tell what you were designing from the blueprints, but maybe that's too much common sense. Then there's this weird statue in the front. I think it's supposed to be Jesus, but it kind of looks more like the ancient legend of Medusa. Medusa was a woman who had snakes as hair. This sculpture is really creepy, and if I were a pope, I don't think I'd want that existing. I'd probably have it torn down and burned. And the last thing I want to talk about is something that I saw at the Vatican Abuse of Minors Conference in February of 2019. The conference was a joke, but there was also a statue that caught my attention. You can see it on the left of the screen here, and I'm going to post a zoomed in version of it. I'm really not sure what this is supposed to be. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be something like a crucifix, but you can't really tell. It looks absolutely demonic, and that's what a lot of this art looks like. And again, I go back to common sense. If something looks demonic, why would you want it in a Catholic church? I have no answers to that question, but what I would like to say is that Catholic art should look Catholic. And if you can't tell if it's Catholic, then that's a sign that you really need to reevaluate what art you're putting in your church.